But you do have a specific protocol where you put somebody on, say, in a beginner dose, maybe 250 milligrams of niacin. It'll increase every day. And then you put them on a rebounder, and then you put them into a hot sauna. Do you want to go over that with us real quickly?
Okay. Now, this is detailed. I can't, that's a lecture in itself. And we're going to know a lot more by next year. What we're trying to do is something we know works. It's a phenomenon looking for a reason. We know it works because, how do we know it works? Because they use it on drug addictions. We know it works because the usual success rate for drug addiction correction is about 25%. And this is much more. If you go overseas, you see these programs. So what happens is, and I'm not the expert on it, but I know a lot about it, is that when you have a fat cell and all the toxic chemicals are stored in it, when you give niacin, the fat cell explodes and the stuff comes out. What comes out? The fatty acids, but also the big T, the toxic chemicals comes out. All right? So it's not the fact that you turn red. Get over that. It's the lipolysis. Can I go ahead and do this?
Sure, yeah.
It's the lipolysis.
So lipo from Greek, it meaning fat. Lysis is like breaking down.
Now, people who take amphetamines, people who take the CATs, the norepinephrines, people who lose weight very quickly do the same. But we can speed it up. The doses that we use are from 50 milligrams all the way to 5,000 milligrams, and we never see permanent liver changes from
in
this.
B3. This is B3.
B3,
That's
yeah.
a very large dose of
That's
B3.
Right. That's right. We only use this for people who are really sick. You know, like the 9/11 firefighters. They're desperate. Like Agent Orange from Vietnam, and like the Gulf War syndromes. Okay, so when for the average guy, you dose up 50 milligrams, 100 milligrams, 200 milligrams, and you can stop there. And you can use the opportunity, now that you mobilize, to get rid of it through two organs, skin and intestinal tract. When I was an intern, we used to see theophylline overdosing. The mother would bring the child in who's an asthmatic, and she feels really bad because she's overloaded him with theophylline, and he's going shaking because overdose of theophylline. And one of the things we did, and I didn't believe this, we used to give him charcoal and get the stuff out through their GI tract. Sucks it right out. So you got skin and GI tract to get rid of it. So the sauna, it can be heat, it can be any kind of heat. You move the lymphatics to get the circulation going, the blood to move. Then it has an opportunity to go out through the skin or through the GI tract. You don't want it to go back into fat cells, and you don't want it to go back to your brain. We did that experiment in animals. Very hard to get it out of the brain again. Does that explain it?
Yeah, that's excellent. So let's just run down this real quick and kind of review, and then I want to ask you a really good question. I'm sure some people are wondering what that question is. So let's say I did 250 milligrams of niacin, get on the rebounder 10, 20 minutes?
Any kind of exercise.
Any kind of exercise, so that I'm moving. Yeah. And then I get in the sauna for maybe 40 minutes?
And then after you finish the sauna, you make sure you wipe off the sauna walls because you may be leaving a lot of bad stuff for somebody else.